It's been over 30 days since I ditched my iPhone 15 Pro and started daily driving the S24 Ultra. This has been a great phone, and today I'll be going over what the experience has been like and some of my favorite settings to enable that have made the transition from iOS super smooth. So the model I went with is the titanium black finish with 512GB of storage. I love the sleek look that this phone has, and it really goes along well with my all black everyday carry. I have been using it without a case simply because I haven't found one that I like the look of. Aside from it being a little slippery, I think it works well as a caseless device. The sharper corners have been a non-issue, and the smooth back casing feels great in the hand. This is a much larger phone than I'm used to with a 6.8-inch display, but now that I'm used to it, I love this size. Having the punch hole camera cutout saves a lot of that screen real estate that is especially useful when full screening videos. One-handed use is still a little bit tricky in my opinion, as my thumb doesn't reach the top without adjusting my hand position. Though enabling the one-handed mode by swiping down on the screen does make getting at the corners much easier. So switching to Android was actually something that I was looking forward to, as for the last few years I've wanted to try it out. I at times miss things like AirDrop for sending files to my MacBook or more seamlessly connecting to my AirPods, but otherwise I've loved daily driving it. If you're switching over from an iPhone, you can create an iCloud backup on it and then download Smart Switch on your S24, where you'll log into your account and go through the transfer. There are some macOS apps I've been using recently like AMI and Arc that don't have an Android version, which is another downside I've experienced from the Switch. Other than those two, because I really like them, I have begun switching over almost all of my apps to being cross-platform. This just makes it possible that whatever device I'm on, I still have access to all of my data. Luckily, my calendar syncs up with Google Calendar, which I've had for years, and I've been using Google Tasks and Spark for reminders and email. While there is a huge benefit in having those cross-platform apps, the user experience of the native OS is what's more important. One UI 6, in my opinion, looks really clean. I love the minimal style that I've been able to create with it. There's a lot of customizations that you can make with Android itself, which is something I've really appreciated. If there's ever a setting or quirk with the OS that I don't like, 80% of the time the fix is a Google search away. I do find the settings to be a little harder to navigate just because there is so many submenus to get lost in, but the global search functionality has been a lot more useful than an iOS, so it makes up for it. One of the first changes I made was with gesture navigation, as a lot of you guys recommended it. This is far more convenient than the 3 buttons at bottom and works very similar, but often better than how iOS does it. If you want to have a smoother experience, you can enable developer mode by tapping on your build number 7 times, and then head into developer options. I recommend you play around with the 3 animation scale options to see which feels best for you. You can completely turn them off to instantly activate gestures, or go with 0.5x, which is a solid middle ground.